Gone are the days when a girl, a woman is only to be seen and only to be heard and not seen. Gone are the days where the woman is reserved to certain rooms and their functions go beyond just child rearing and homemaking. We've gone past that. And it's so important that the girls we're raising see women achieve their potential. Before, women didn't go to school. Before, women didn't campaign. They didn't end up on the ballot sheet. But a lot has changed. And I think it's so important that these girls begin to see role models that they can aspire to, role models that inspire them to be all that they can be. And that's why it was so important for the AW network to host schoolgirls to watch the Funmilayo Ransome Kuti biopic, which was directed and produced by the award-winning Bolanle Austin Peters.
Enjoy yourself. Make sure that you're exploring all of those things, because guess what? Those things will lead you to the opportunities that will make you a great leader tomorrow. That will make you one of the women that are sitting up here. You know, that will make you achieve amazing things.
Funmilayo Ransome Kuti was a determined woman, a lioness, a courageous woman, very nice and kind. Like, she's not my new role model. I love her so much.
If we see people that have done stuff, then it breaks the barriers of our minds, right? If you use like runners, like before Usain Bolt, broke the record, people thought that there was only such a limit that you could reach, right? And then people have gone after that to try, right? Because they know it's possible. And so when you see women rising to the top of their careers, doing amazing things, being amazing people, mothers, then it tells you that there's nothing you can't do, right? It just gives you permission to be great.
What I also learned is that we should always be courageous, we should have a kind character, and we should learn how to stand up for ourselves.
We should always come out and be bold in everything we do, and we should always come as fighters, and we should do things to consider the opinion of others.
I just watched Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. The movie is really nice and all. You must be bold, courageous, chase your dreams. So it's just a way to reach out to all ladies, all women out there, all girls, that we should chase our dreams. We should always be bold. We should go at it.
I really wish to be someone like her one day, very soon.
Did you enjoy the film?
Yes.
Did we learn one or two things from it? Yeah. Are you sure? I'm sure you learned. Most important thing that you must have learned is that it's possible as a girl child to do so much with your life, right?
That was really heartwarming, seeing those girls speak about courage, about following their dreams, about being inspired. And I'm glad that no one said, oh, Funmilayo Ransome Kuti was the first woman to drive a car, because there's so much to that story, to that potential of the female child, as we have seen in women before us, like Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. Now, moving to our child actor today. You've probably seen her in the movie Obaram. You've seen her in the Africa Magic series Covenant, as well as other productions. It's such a delight to have Darasimi Nadi on the show. Welcome to Rubbin Minds.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. Now, I'm really curious because I look at you and I wish, I look back at my earlier years and I know it was a dream to be an actor or an actress, and somehow that didn't work till maybe much later. So what was the journey like? I'm sure you nursed the same dream as I did, but somehow you're able to make it a reality. Take us down that lane.
My journey to acting wasn't really smooth because my mom was against it. She didn't want me to be an actor because she didn't like the fact that many producers wanted their children to be actors. So she didn't want me to be an actor. But I wanted to be an actor.
I love that.
To me, what I want is what matters. So it took
So how did you convince your mom?
It took months to convince her. Every single time we're watching a movie and I see a child actor, I'll be like, I can do better. Then I'll take the line out, I'll be like, Mommy, can't you see? I can do better. My mom still didn't believe me until one day her friend came and it was her friend who saw that I could act. And then the rest is history.
Oh, wow. So you didn't give up. You made sure that
Definitely
you showed your potential. I love that, not just watching and saying, well, I can do it, but actually showing that you can do it. Like, who inspired this love for acting? Do you have actors locally or internationally that encouraged, inspired, motivated you to keep at it?
Well, no.
Okay.
I just felt like I was meant for the camera. Because my mom's a producer, like I said before, and she's done a couple movies and I've seen it before. And I just felt like, Darasimi, you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to do this. So there was nobody who inspired me. I inspired myself to do it. So, yeah.
Okay. Would you say in any way your mom being a producer might have opened your eyes to some of the opportunities, or was it just watching other child actors and thinking, well, I can do that and I can do better?
It was just watching other children and saying, I can do better. Like, who's this? I can do better. So everyone keeps thinking my mom was the one who pushed me, but I pushed myself.
It's interesting to know that a producer who knows the potential of raising a child actor who can go on to have an illustrious career as an adult was even the one who had the fears and the doubts about it. Okay, now I'm looking at schoolwork, because I think that's the main thing. That how do you balance schoolwork? How do you balance? Do you act in school? How do you balance those commitments?
Yes, I act in school sometimes, and sometimes I direct plays and pantomimes for my school. And I have lesson teachers when I'm available. They come over to my house and then we do lessons. And then I have online lesson teachers. Yeah, so that's how I balance. And when I'm in school, I pay full attention.
So do you have to miss school on some days, or you just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I was doing Obaram, I missed my exams.
Wow.
So I had to come back and do it.
That means you must have had to convince the school authorities.
No.
And they were okay with
They're
you?
They're just fine with it. As long as I come back, write my exams, and perform well, they're fine with it.
Do you then feel under pressure, like having to learn lines, but also having to remember stuff you studied in school?
No. So I teach myself to act. So I don't need to cram the lines. I read the script, understand it, become the character. And when I get on set to shoot that particular scene, I read the lines. So I don't have to learn it. So I don't feel under pressure. And when I'm free, I read. So yeah, I don't feel under pressure at all. And yeah, basically.
So tell me, like, let's go back in time to the first opportunity you had, whether it was a movie or a series. Did you have any sort of fears, any apprehension, or it was just all excitement? Walk me through that.
Okay, the first movie was, the title of the movie is Unforgotten, I think. I'm not sure. And I did it with Miss Bolaji and some other actors. So yes, it was basically excitement, and I wasn't perfect. No one is perfect. So when I got on set, I was I was smiling and taking my lines because I was a beginner. Yes, I was a beginner. So I was smiling and taking my lines, but everyone could see that I can do better than that. So basically, yeah.
So how did the director work with you to improve your courage, to improve your craft?
Okay, so he gave me tips before I went on set. He's like, okay, for this scene, you're supposed to cry. So even if you can't bring out tears, just make it look like you're crying. And then I'm like, so he just kept pushing and he didn't want to stop because he saw that this little girl has potential. We should push her.
And how old were you when that happened?
I was 8.
8. Mm-hmm. So you've been acting for how many years now?
4 years.
Wow, 4 years. What has been the biggest lesson in those 4 years?
I'm a work in progress. I am never going to be perfect. The best thing I can do is be my best. And I cannot go off my limits to do something, like to push to be perfect, because I can't be perfect. Like when I was 8, I told someone, a guest on my show, that you can't be a perfectionist. It's not right. Just do your best. I always knew that I can't be perfect. So I'm a work in progress. And I feel like everyone else is a work in progress. So no one can be perfect. That's just it.
A work in progress. So have you now done anything to improve yourself? Maybe watch videos on YouTube or sign up for acting classes?
So I did Kids Can Act with Mr. Staninze.
Okay.
And I learned a lot of things that I am sure I will never forget. And it really helped a lot with my career because every single time I read a script, I just remember all those things. And yes, sometimes I watch a few stuff on YouTube so that I could understand the character better. Like when I was playing an autistic character, I had to go to YouTube and understand everything I needed to know about being an autistic child. So yes, I go to YouTube sometimes, and I've signed up for an acting class once.
Okay, it's good to see that you're taking proactive steps to improve your craft. Now, I'm curious to know, have you now decided to work with Mom? Have you starred in any of her productions? Any particular reason why?
My mommy doesn't want.
Still now, she still doesn't want you.
No, since I convinced my mom that I could act, she's my #1 fan. But the thing is, she does her movies outside of Lagos. And when she does it, I'm in school. So she doesn't want to pull me out because of her own movie.
That's the mother in her that is thinking okay, let's balance it. Maybe if it happens during the holidays, maybe.
Yes, then you can follow me, but now sit down. Sit down there.
Does it pay well as a child actor? Do you get control of your money, or does Mom take everything and use it for your school fees?
Nope.
It doesn't pay well.
It pays well.
Oh, it
actually.
does. Okay.
My mom doesn't keep all my money. I have allowances.
Okay.
And my mom always teaches me to save my money. Like, she's going to keep that bulk with herself. But if I need it, she's going to give me a little out of it. Not the entire money I need. Because you got your monthly allowance, so add it to the one that you need. So basically, my mom doesn't take everything and keep it to herself. My mom's not greedy.
Oh, so as you're making all this money, which you say is good money as a child actor, you're not allowed to start flexing, buy the latest clothes, shoes, and show that you're a movie star.
No.
Okay.
What's the use?
What are you saving it for?
Well, I'm saving it to buy my phone when I'm 14.
Okay. That's a good one. The phone will probably cost a pretty penny if you're saving it till then. Okay. What are the perks of being an actress? Do you go to places and they're asking for your autograph, or they're giving 2 pieces of meat instead of 1?
Okay. Yes. I get... I'm given an advantage that's when people know it's Darasimi. Sometimes I go on set and nobody knows who I am. No matter how popular you are, there's that one person who doesn't know who you are. Like one of my classmates, she only found out 4 weeks ago who Barack Obama was.
Wow.
So no matter how popular you are, there's that one person who wouldn't know you. And yes, everyone, the people who know Darasimi want to take pictures with Darasimi, want to show their children or their friends that they were with Darasimi. And I actually love it.
So you have lots of fans.
Yes.
Okay, how do your friends cope with the fame? Like, do people want to be your friends just because they see you on TV? So how do you know who is really your friend and who just wants Darasimi the actor?
Okay, so when you come to meet me for the first time, I strike a conversation with you. And if you cannot strike a personal, not so personal conversation, then I know that you're not meant to be my friend. If you keep talking, oh yeah, how do you act? How are you on TV? Da da da.
And we're out of time, but my final question is: what advice do you have for child actors watching you, wanting to be just like you?
Be yourself and always find a way to be in the spotlight, because you're meant to be in the spotlight. Everyone is meant to be in the spotlight. Whatever you can do, just be there, okay?
Thank you very much, Darasimi Nadi, for being our guest on Rubbin Minds, and all the best with your future productions and school.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll take a quick break here on Rubbin Minds. Don't go anywhere.
Don't just stand there teasing me. Now it's time to show and prove.